There's concern tonight that bear that chased down two people in Granby may have been rabid.
Yeah, tests are being done and we're waiting for those results still tonight. Vets say cats are most at risk for getting rabies, and other animals you see in your backyard can often be carriers. News 8's Bob Wilson has more tonight on what warning signs you should look out for when it comes to spotting a rabid animal. Bob?
Yeah, you know, they're kind of crazy symptoms that you can know, everything from lethargic to sickly to aggressive, coming right at you. And interestingly enough, bears are not even on the list of the top animals tested for rabies. You got to look out for raccoons and skunks. Tonight, residents in Granby are still awaiting the rabies test on a bear that attacked one man and chased another runner through the woods. Last year, a fox went on a rampage in East Windsor, attacking two teachers, a student, and two adults at a neighboring home.
I've never experienced an animal that, like, when you kind of scare it, it doesn't run away, and it kept coming. It actually almost came in the house.
In 2014, 2,303 animals were tested for rabies. Of those, 183 were positive. 96 of those were raccoons.
The last case of rabies in a human in Connecticut was in 1995, and that was due to an unrecognized bat exposure. Before that, the last human case in Connecticut was 1932.
Now, while the bear is being tested for rabies, the State Department of Health says the raccoon is the #1 carrier of rabies. It can be found at night, up in trees, in its natural habitat. They say if it's daylight hours and they come up onto your porch or approach you, that should be a big tip-off that they could be rabid.
Raccoons are, of course, the reservoir for this virus in our area, and the animals that are exposed to raccoons can also get rabies virus.
Wildlife biologists from DEEP say the symptoms of a rabid animal run a range from weak, sluggish, and sickly to
agitated, bizarre, strange movements, convulsions, foaming at the mouth, biting himself, vocalizations.
DEEP says don't feed any overly friendly wild animals. Stay away and use caution. A bite is by far and away the most common way to get rabies, and cats are the most frequently diagnosed pet.
Any warm-blooded animal could transmit rabies to your pet. Even if your dog's vaccinated, you should report it to your vet. They will usually booster your pet.
Yeah, and you just want to be really careful if an animal is acting weird, especially if it's a wild animal and it's coming into your yard, coming up onto your porch. That's a pretty key sign. And interestingly enough, bats rank 3rd on the list behind raccoons and skunks. Something you don't think about as having a bat having rabies. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Hartford, News 8.